physics, then there will be solid mechanics, sorry, physics, applied mechanics. Okay, you study in this fashion only. First is physics, then is applied mechanics, then is strength of materials, then design of machine elements. Okay, then you're supposed to understand about dynamics, that is vibration, balancing, all these things. Are you
Yes,
with
sir.
me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, dynamics. Okay, then you have to understand what is happening with metrology, that is units and measurement and all other stuff.
Yes,
Then
sir.
it will be manufacturing process or metallurgy, sorry,
Okay.
metallurgy, and then it will be manufacturing process. Okay, now I will give you a simple example. So I will write it down like this: metallurgy and manufacturing process. Okay, I will give you simple example with regards to wheel impact.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now imagine you are in front of an interviewer,
Okay, sir.
and imagine you want to actually go through a complete process of telling what projects you did.
Yes, sir.
So they will ask you a question. We see many projects here. Can you explain any one of them?
Okay.
Now, what is going to happen if you are explaining one by one project?
Okay.
Okay, it will take too much of a time. What you can categorize is what was the physics of a particular project? What is the physics going behind it? So
Okay.
for wheel impact, you are actually doing an impact analysis.
Okay.
That means it is a non-linear dynamic case.
Yes, yes.
Correct. So first of all, you have to classify what type of analysis you performed.
Yes, sir.
So it will be like a dynamic impact test. So it is a non-linear dynamic analysis. You may have used explicit dynamic code for that.
Yes, yes.
Correct. Then
Yes.
you can understand what is a free body diagram. That is through applied mechanics. Okay. So like that, you can go through strength of material. So you are checking what? You are checking a strain-based failure.
Yes, yes.
Correct. So strain-based failure, you are going to talk about what is
Yes.
strain, what is plastic strain, what is elastic strain, what is resilience, what is toughness. That
Yes.
all comes under strength of materials.
Yes, yes.
Then you will go for design of machine elements. That means factor of safety, theories of failure.
Okay.
All these things come under design of machine element. Then you will go for dynamics. So now it is of no role because you have already defined it in physics. So
Yes,
dynamics, what I mean by dynamics is vibration, imbalance, all these things come under dynamics. So you should know these concepts.
Okay.
Then you will go for metrology. So you will go for units and other measurements. So right now, if I just share a screen with screen for this particular regulation, everything is in millimeter, and then you have masses in kilogram.
Yes, yes.
Correct. So you should know what you are dealing with. So they may ask you, what was the unit system you used in LS Dyna?
Yes, yes.
So it will be, you will say that it is turn millimeter second, for example. Then what is it that you are getting as an answer as far as stresses are concerned?
Yes.
So you have to answer that it is going to be megapascal.
Yes.
Because you know that you are going to get force in Newton, but you are going to get displacement in millimeter. So it is going to be Newton per millimeter square. So it's going to be megapascal.
Yes, sir.
So are you getting my point? So
Yes, sir.
it is not a direct answer. So your question was what are the questions? See,
Yes, yes.
questions can be varying.
Okay, sir.
What I mean to say is you have to prepare for a complete project. Don't prepare for a question. If you just prepare for one question, if you forget what is answer to that question, you will completely forget all the things. Getting my point? So
Yes,
if
sir.
you try to understand every single project, so we did CrushCAN. So
Yes,
in
sir.
that case, you have to understand what is mesh convergence.
Yes, sir.
That means it is more related to a numerical method than physics.
Yes, sir.
So you can understand what is mesh convergence, then you can start explaining what is mesh convergence. So mesh convergence, you can explain like we are going to do 3, 4, 5 different analysis with different
Yes, sir.
element sizes.
Yes, sir.
With same analysis type, we are going to do it differently. And we will understand what is happening with mesh convergence, what is happening with the rebound velocity,
Yes, yes.
and why we are doing it. So we will do it for plastic,
Time.
we can do it for aluminum, we can do it for steel, we can do it for titanium,
Yes, sir.
based on what is our bigger problem. So CrushCAN is not our problem.
Yes,
Problem is mesh convergence.
yes, yes.
Okay, so that is what you have to effectively answer.
Yes,
Okay, so you will say that, okay, this is what we got a result similar for 3 millimeter and 2 millimeter. So our converged mesh is at
yes.
3 millimeter.
Yes, yes.
Correct. So that is
Yes,
what is you are specifying in every single project.
yes, yes.
So in RUPD, it is a quasi-static test. Why it is quasi-static test? Because it is leading to large deformation.
Yes, sir.
It is a static test, but you cannot solve it using an implicit solver. So what you will do, you will solve it using an explicit solver, but essentially kinetic energy should be equal to 0.
0.
Correct. So it will be automatically coming as. So this is how it's going to look like.
Yes, sir.
Getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you start preparing every single subject as far as concepts are concerned.
Yes, sir.
So try to make yourself clear with concepts,
Yes, sir.
and then you can ask relevant questions like this.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so what you can do, you can start doing this, and then you are going to have some more questions about this.
Yes, sir.
I want you guys to ask me questions about, let's say, strength of material. But first you have to study that.
Yes, sir.
Then only you will get the question. Otherwise, you will never get a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is for, let's say, basics of engineering for LS Dyna.
Okay.
Okay, so you will go for some design. So first you will go for physics, then you will go for applied mechanics, strength of material, design, dynamics, metrology, metallurgy, and manufacturing processes.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this, if you face problem, ask me on WhatsApp. What is it that you are actually facing a problem, and
Okay.
then I will try to answer.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, great. Any other question? Okay, this is about basics of engineering. I will draw another chart. I will draw another chart for FEM. So specific to finite element, I will draw a chart. Okay, so let's say I am doing for FEM. Okay, finite element methods. So for this, what you need a numerical method understanding. Full numerical method understanding. What are the types of numerical methods? Direct and iterative. How iterative works, how direct works. Okay, so that will be a numerical method understanding. Then you have to understand basic mathematics. Okay, behind the physics, that means integration, derivatives, that is calculus, trigonometry.
Yes.
That you have to understand. Okay, that comes under FEM. Then you will also understand time integration theory, complete theory for time integration, how we are converting time as a physical entity into a mathematical entity, which we actually understand that, okay, direct solving method is what we are supposed to use for a dynamic solving, because it progresses till infinity and it is not supposed to be under equilibrium. That is something which come under time integration. And then you can understand contact theory. Okay, you will also understand what is happening with material definitions. Okay, and then you will also understand about maybe you can understand about yes, very important, hardware. Is it making sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this becomes your second part of study.
Yes, sir.
So first is going to be basics of engineering, then it is going to be FEM, that is LS-DYNA itself.
Yes, sir.
And then you are supposed to understand a real-time physics of a problem. So what I can do, I can replicate this again with some I will write it down as physical problem understanding. Okay, so what is going to happen with physical problem understanding? It is going to be easy. First of all, you have to understand purpose of test or purpose of product, sorry. So first of all, you have to understand why this product exists. Jesse, for example, wheel impact. So why wheel exists first of all, and why we are talking about alloy wheels. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So it will be purpose of product. That is what you have to understand. Then construction of product means what? Is it a casting? Is it a forging? Is it a stamping? Is it a sheet metal? Is it a fabrication? Are we welding it? Are we bolting it? Are you getting my point?
Yes,
so
sir.
that comes under construction of product. How it is constructed, how it is manufactured, how it is being developed, how it is being installed. Okay. Then DVP, that is design validation plan. Okay. So DVP test. How are we going to conduct the test? So right now we are conducting test like this. This is a test setup which was generated by some international standards,
Yes,
which is a equivalent of a real-time test. In real values, the wheel is going to move.
yes.
But right now wheel is stationary and an impactor is falling down. Clear? So this comes under design validation plan test. Okay, test according to design validation plan.
Okay.
Then you are going to understand critical element understanding. What are the critical elements? So here critical element will be material. Critical element will be little bit of a geometry. All these things will be coming under critical elements. Okay, that comes under critical element understanding. And then you have other option which can be post processing. So we saw in detail how to post process material thickness plot, strain based failure, stress based failure, what a designer needs. Okay, that is coming under post processing. And last is going to be report generation, which is also very, very important. Is it making sense, Sangappa?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you are not preparing for an interview. To be very frank, you should be preparing for a problem.
Yes, sir.
And if you are prepared for a problem, the interviewer is actually going to ask you a situation where you are going to face a problem.
Yes, sir.
Getting it? So you are not supposed to talk about let's say how Taylor series work. That will be very, very basic question.
Okay.
What they will ask you if I give you a wheel impact problem, will you solve it using an explicit code or an implicit code?
Okay.
Now, if it is an impact, it has to be an explicit code. Then your correct answers will give you correct questions.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Getting it? So
Yes.
this is what I just came up in front of you. So
Yes.
this is something spontaneous from my side as an interviewer. So if I'm going to interview someone, I will not test his or her what you can say LS-DYNA knowledge at your level.
Yes, sir.
I will test more about how you solved that particular problem.
Okay.
So LS-DYNA is taken over by ANSYS. Let us imagine ANSYS is shooting their prices.
Yes, sir.
I am forced to switch to Radios, or I am forced to switch to Abacus Explicit. If I'm selecting a guy who knows in detail how explicit solver works, it is good that he's working on ANSYS or Abacus or Radios. It doesn't matter. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is one way of dealing with this kind of a situation. Okay. So you have basics of engineering, physics, applied mechanics, SOM, design of machine element, dynamics, metrology, and metallurgy and manufacturing processes. FEM, you have to talk about numerical method, basic mathematics, time integration, contact theory, material definition, hardware details. And here you can actually add, let's say contact theory, hardware details. You can actually add one thing, which is debug. Debugging the analysis. Okay, so this comes under debugging. And then you have again physical problem understanding, purpose of a product. So what I'm trying to explain you is 3 products which I gave you apart from CrushCam. These 3 products you should have a complete know-how. What is a usual mass of a alloy wheel? You should go on internet and search for that.
Okay.
What is the density of alloy wheel material? So it's aluminum, we know what is the density. Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is DVP? Why they are doing this? So everything has to be as per this particular norm. Okay. So if you prepare for a problem according to these tree diagrams, I think that will make it very, very simple to crack an interview.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.